Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Madonna, a South Korean drama from 2015. So the plot goes something like this. A nurse's aide named Hae-rim is in charge of an important patient who is completely paralyzed but awaits a heart transplant. Now this man's son attempts to extend the old man's life expectancy for the purpose of receiving his fortune. And considering the status of the patient, most of the hospital staff follow along very willingly. Then, after an accident, a pregnant young woman named Mina is carried into the hospital in a vegetative state, and the cold-blooded son of the old man sees this as an opportunity for his father, so he offers the nurse's aide a deal. The deal is to persuade Mina's family members to provide an organ donation consent form. And since our protagonist, the nurse's aide, Hae-rim, is in a poor financial state, she accepts the deal for money. So she sets out to find Mina's family with the clue that this girl's nickname was Madonna, hence the title of the film. But along the way, she discovers the girl's unfortunate past. So the interesting thing about this film and its storytelling structure is that we really have two main protagonists here. You know, the nurse's aide and the pregnant girl. Fairly early on, however, the flashback sequences to Mina's history become longer. And even though these scenes are technically told by her acquaintances as part of the nursing aide's investigation, it feels like the story is being told from Mina's perspective. So we get to spend a lot of time with this girl. And, that would not have been the case had the filmmakers simply held the mystery element in place and told the story solely from the nurse's aide's perspective. So you see what happens to this girl in the present first, right? She gets brought into the hospital in a vegetative state, and then they shift to an old flashback of her high school years. And then after that, the film gradually builds that gap in chronological order and shows you how she got from point A to point B. So this is portrayed in a fairly convincing and realistic manner, and I can definitely see this kind of thing happening in real life. You know what I mean? And I'm certain it must have happened many times over, actually. Her character is a little bit awkward and has some difficulty connecting with other people, which often leads to her getting bullied and taken advantage of, and that's kind of the basis for much of the film. So yes, our titular character is properly developed. Now with regard to the nursing aide, she's caught between a rock and a hard place because of the politics at the hospital. There's definitely some shady shenanigans going on at this place, and she's pressured to acquire that organ donation consent form regardless of whether or not the means of acquiring it are actually immoral or not. So she grapples with that throughout the film. There are also a handful of social commentary subtext in this, which I'll let you discover for yourself. Now the director here is Soo-won Shin, who previously directed Pluto back in 2013, which is a very good movie. Hopefully I'll get to review that in the near future. I'm looking for a DVD right now, that one, to add to my collection. And she already has her next film lined up called Glass Garden, which is going to star Gyun Young Moon from A Tale of Two Sisters. And that's set for release later this year in Korean cinemas, so I look forward to that one too. Just based on the strengths of both Pluto and Madonna, this is a director to look out for in the future. Now the character of Hae-rim is played by Young-hee So, who most viewers will recognize from the film Bedeviled. And to no one's surprise, she's really good in this one too. And then we have a newcomer, So-hyun Kwan, in the main role. She has no acting credits prior to this, from what I've researched, so looks like we have another up-and-coming Korean actress on our hands. In terms of negatives, there's really not that many that jumped out at me while watching this film. It is 2 full hours long, a little bit on the long side. It does move slowly and deliberately. So I could see some reviewers having a bit of a problem with pacing, but it does unfold rather efficiently and takes its time to tell a well-developed story. The drama and conflict also ramp up a little bit during the second half, so Madonna is not exactly a pleasant movie per se, and it does have some edgy moments to it, so be prepared for that. But if you want a solid quality Korean drama, this is a good one to check out. and it's currently available on Region 3 DVD with subtitles. And as always, I will see you next time.